Hello and welcome to my little channel. Today is September 14th, 2020. And today we're going to go over the weekend protests and riots. That's right. It is the semi 2 second weekend review. And what I mean by 2 second review, that's how much research I put into this. Hopefully you enjoy. But I want to start this off a little light. I kind of worked my way, but let's get on to it. We actually had a protest in Nevada near Las Vegas. That's right, Trump is protesting lockdown orders. Trump holds indoor campaign rally near Las Vegas. That's right. In open defiance of state regulations and his own administration pandemic health guidelines, President Trump on Sunday hosted his first indoor rally since June, telling a packed, nearly maskless crowd in Henderson, Nevada, that the nation was on the last turn in defeating the virus. Eager to project a sense of normalcy in imagery, Mr. Trump soaked up the raucous cheers inside the warehouse. Relatively few in the crowd wore masks, with one clear exception: those in the stands directly behind the presidents, whose image would end up on TV, were mandated to wear face coverings. Not since rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was blamed for a surge of coronavirus infections as the gathered supporters indoors. There was no early mention from Trump that the pandemic had killed nearly 2,000 or 200,000 Americans and was still claiming 1,000 lives. I don't think it's claiming 1,000 lives unless you're counting worldwide. I'm not 100% sure on that. But good for Trump. He's actually protesting. The governor did not want him there. That's right. The government pretty much told him to F you. No one's, which is kind of doesn't make sense because I think other activities are happening in Nevada, which are kind of high density. I want to say gamblings or casinos are open, certain shows are open, but yet he can't have a rally. That doesn't smell like political bias to me at all. Anyways, but yeah, that's on a light note where Trump pretty much said, "I'm going, deal with it," to the governor, which is good. Hopefully, other Democratic ran states will open up. But unfortunately, over the weekend, two Los Angeles County Sheriff Department deputies were shot at a metro station in Compton Saturday evening, officials say. And I think the person or the suspect is still at large. This is pretty tragic and pretty messed up on many levels. I did watch a video on Twitter with some person gloating, cheering. I don't know if it was cheering or gloating, but it sounded like it. Pretty much said the same thing over and over. But that's not even the most messed up part about it. The messed up part about it is that rioters or demonstrators went to the hospital where these two people were, chanting that they were hoping that they would die as the police tried to contain the area. Um, they were yelling at the cops, "You're next," which is pretty screwed up. I mean, I think we all need to take a chill pill. Kind of did what I did last week. Take some time off from the whole media. I mean, you can take time off from the media. I recommend it. It's quite healthy. Don't worry, your candidate that you're voting for will still suck when you come back reading the news. Not much is really going to be changing. I mean, it's going to be the same story over and over and over. And it gets kind of tiring. That's why I recommend taking breaks here and there. Anywho's, Lancaster. That's right. We're moving to Lancaster. Lancaster man killed by cops that was previously busted in quadruple stabbing. That's right. Before Ricardo Muniz, 27, made the fatal decision to rush a cop while wielding a knife on Sunday, he was charged with stabbing or slashing two men a woman and a 16-year-old boy in and near Lancaster home in March of last year. So, why was he out on bail? That seems pretty violent. I mean, I don't know what Lancaster's doing, but this guy would have been alive today if they denied bail. I don't want violent people to be bailed out. Like I said, I don't know the whole story. Like I said, this was just 2 seconds of research. And that's one thing that kind of struck me out. Like, why is he out on bail when he attacked 4 people with a knife? That's all I have on that. I mean, it's pretty tragic. But unfortunately, Lancaster wanted nothing of it, and they decided to do what most people do, which is riot nowadays. That seems to be the go-to um, position. Is just riot, tear things up. Unfortunately, that's where we're at. So hopefully everyone's doing okay. Hopefully everyone found this informative. I'm kind of happy that Trump is doing his campaign rallies, even in defiance of these Democratic governors or mayors. A big F you to him, because that's what type of boss he is. Now I don't know if he's actually spreading coronavirus that way. Science says one thing, science says another thing. Who knows? Um, I say if you want to risk it and you want to support the candidate, go for it. We still have the First Amendment to peacefully assemble. That's right. We can still peacefully assemble. Doesn't matter if it's in a pandemic, during a fire, during a hurricane. I mean, I get that there's certain restrictions for safety that people can put in place, but we're going to be dealing with this virus one way or the other. We got to learn to live with it. That's all I have. Please smash the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.